Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your favorite self-proclaimed master here, aka Timalik, and today I am here bringing you guys another product review for a company called Rio Rand, and they sent me a butterfly knife. This thing is so freaking cool. I know a lot of you don't actually know this about me, but I've been carrying butterfly knives since I was like 13 years old. They're actually one of my favorite knives to carry, and I know that they're fancy and intimidating or whatever. But really, I think just about everybody should have some sort of a pocket knife, and these are just cool. If you're bored, you can kind of sit there and flip them around and learn all kinds of fanciness with them. But for this knife in particular, this thing blows everything else I have out of the water. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to buy a pocket knife or something that is ultimately going to be used for utility, I don't look at all the kind of fanciness and all the specifications and everything right that. Like, I just want a knife that's going to work, and this thing is super awesome. My biggest kudos, I guess, to whoever sells this is actually in something that I think a lot of people would go unrecognized on, and that's this little tool right here. Okay, if you've ever owned a butterfly knife before, you know that eventually, after hours of flipping these things around, eventually the handles are going to become very loose and your blade's going to end up like a little bit crooked like this even when it's fully opened, and it can just be kind of a nightmare, right? Because eventually you know that blade's going to kind of come out of alignment with all of this, and most people just go and buy a new butterfly knife because this tool is pretty hard to find, and the fact that they send one with the knife is so good. And this knife, it's really deserving of that because it's a really good quality, and this is actually going to be the knife that I'm going to be carrying with me all the time. I mean, like I said, it just blows everything I have out of the water. The handles are curved, which is really cool for like doing a lot of tricks, and it also makes it really comfortable in your hand. It's kind of an ergonomic design. Also, a lot of people don't know this about the butterfly knives or about the song. It's not just a self-defense thing. You know, if you're cutting something, what's really nice about these and what I end up using a lot is you can bring the blade in close to the handle, and if you're cutting paper, for instance, and you need a straight cut, you put the paper in line with the handle and you can close the edge of the knife and pull the paper and make straight cuts, which is really useful. So this knife, it is freaking beautiful. The kind of brass looking handles here, really cool finish on these, and you've got these cool plastic bits to make everything kind of go together. The holes in the handles are both aerodynamic and also fancy. And the blade itself with this, I don't know what you actually call this color. I'm just going to be calling it a rainbow color. I don't know if there's like an actual like fancy term for it or whatever, but it's just really cool. Ultimately, when you're flicking this thing around, you've got a lot of color, a lot of light reflecting off of it. It's really neat, guys. I know that, you know, to some people that effect might be lost, but on me in particular, it's awesome, and I love it, and it's so good. So yeah, this knife, buy this. It's really great. It arrives securely packaged. It's a really sturdy knife. It's a really good blade, everything like that. One little piece of advice to anybody planning on buying this: the knife does not come sharpened. It comes with a dull blade, which is good if you want to practice flicking it around and you're kind of a klutz like I am, but bad if you're looking for something that's sharp right out of the box. So if you're gonna buy this, just know that you're going to have to sharpen the blade before it becomes a live blade, and other than that, you are good to go. So huge shout out to Rio Rand. Thank you so much for sending me this, and thank you all so much for watching. My name is Timalik. Thank you guys so much, and as always, I will see you all next time. See you guys.